What is going on YouTube? All right, today I'm out in Queens at St. John's Cemetery. Now the reason that I came out here today is because this cemetery happens to be the final resting place for many organized crime figures. And I'm not talking about just low-level guys. I'm talking about some of the biggest crime bosses in New York Mafia history are buried, all here at the same cemetery. And today I am being joined by the Godfather himself, Club Soda Corleone. He's going to be accompanying me today. And obviously there's going to be way too many stops to make here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you some of the grave sites of some of the most famous mob bosses and affiliates in history. So let's get started. So as most people know, the big five families in New York were the Colombos, the Bonanos, the Lucchese's, the Gambinos, and the Genovese family. So this is the final resting place for Joe Colombo, boss of the Colombo family. Now this is the final resting place of Paul Vario. Now Vario was never a boss of a family, but if anybody's ever seen Goodfellas, you remember that Paulie from the movie was Paul Vario, and he was actually a capo in the Lucchese crime family. And here is the final resting place of Vito Genovese, started the Genovese crime family. This was a badass guy, man. Ran back in the day with Luciano and everybody. But yeah, this is I tell you what, this cemetery, these stones are beautiful. Everything is very ornate. I'm telling you, these are gorgeous. So now we are in the beautiful St. John Cloister Mausoleum. This place is huge. This place is beautiful. And right about here, we are coming up to the final resting place of Carlo Gambino. This is amazing how they have this set up. They have the name above, little gate that I'm assuming only the family would have access inside. But there it is. Final resting place of Carlo Gambino, boss of the Gambino family, which eventually was taken over by, after his death, it was taken over by Big Paul Castellano. Obviously Gotti didn't like that, so Gotti had Big Paul taken out, and he became the boss of the Gambino family. And speaking of the Teflon Don, here we go with Mr. John Gotti. You know, he was like the biggest mafia name when I was a kid. You know, everybody knew who he was. He was all over the papers, all over the news. He was definitely big time, to say the least. Became boss of the Gambino crew, and he was a real movie star gangster, to say the least. So yeah, here in this beautiful mausoleum, this is the final resting place of the Teflon Don, John Gotti. And I saved the best for last. Salvatore Luciano, known to everyone as Lucky Luciano. Look at this beautiful setting right here. You know, this guy was the man. He's really the one who modernized organized crime. You know, with him and Meyer Lansky, you know, they started the commission. They started the five families as opposed to just one boss in New York. Now, one of my favorite things about Lucky Luciano is my grandfather actually worked for him. My grandfather, Joe, was a connected guy. He wasn't a made guy, but he was a connected guy. And he had his own trucking company. And during Prohibition, he would go up to Canada and bring trucks back full of liquor. And I just thought it was really cool that, you know, my grandfather was connected to Lucky Luciano, because he used to always go up to Canada. They used to call him Joey Canuck. And yeah, you can see a little bit of the inside here. But yeah, like I said, this was the man when it comes to you know, mafia history, to say the least. All right, everyone. Well, I'll tell you what, I hope you really enjoyed this video. It was definitely cool coming out here and finding it. It's definitely not easy to find all these spots, but you know, it was cool to come out here and take a look. Like I said, this is just a gorgeous cemetery. Forget about it. What do you have to say about that, Godfather?
Ciao.
There you go. My man. All right, everyone. Well, like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, I will see you all next time.